name is Aiman, and I'm going to talk about introduction of our research. First of all, due to COVID-19 pandemic virus outbreak, we all know that all university, private and public university are closed. And due to this, students have to attend their class via online platform or e-learning. Some students might find it as a relief, while some are struggling to attend their class. Why? This is because they have to find a good internet connection to successfully attend their class. Next, students will find it hard when having a discussion or trying to do a group project. This is because lack of communication, and also when they have finished their work and they send it to their members or colleague, they might find it that they are not satisfied with their colleague work. So accusation might happen when the lecturer give low marks to their project, and they will start to accuse each other, and this will bring an effect of mental illness. Next is our research question. Our research question is, how does e-learning affect or changes the student studies? The next question is, what difficulties faced during the experience of e-learning? And our last research question is, how does the problem be solved?
Now, moving on to the research method. We are doing two types of method, which is quantitative and qualitative. For quantitative, we search the journal related to our case study, which is e-learning, and we take some of it for our study. And for qualitative, we prepare a set of questions using Google Form, and then we spread it among a student, UTP student, and our target respondent which is 60 respondent. However, we get more than that. For the first part of the question, the respondent will be asked whether they want to participate in the question or not, in the survey or not. If they don't want to, they will exit the survey. However, if they press yes, they will be asked whether they encounter any problem during e-learning or not. If they say no, they will directly go to the opinion part where they need to give their opinion related to e-learning. If they press yes, they will be going straight into the third part, which is they need to answer several questions related to e-learning.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Ismail Babamatno, and now I will talk about participant details and data analysis. We managed to collect a total of 62 respondents from Google Forms, which we sent out through social media. All are from students of University Technology Petronas, which are mixture of gender and age range from 18 and above. Majority of the respondents are from urban areas, suburban areas, and rural areas. From our survey, many students agreed that they could not pretty sure if they could adapt to the new norm of learning, which is e-learning. This may be because of the majority had encountered several problems during their e-learning. From our survey, we can conclude that there are a total of 6 common types of problems that students encounter during their e-learning session. The problems are connectivity issues, non-conductive environment, mental problems, technical problems, platform problem, and electricity failure. We managed to collect a total of 172 problems from our respondents for all types of problems. The most common problem is connectivity issues, where we get a total of 51 problems from our respondent. First is connectivity issues, where the connection speed of the internet is not fast enough to access e-learning platform. This might be because of geographical location and not enough infrastructure being built to support the coverage of the internet for all citizens at both places to get the same strong signal. Next, non-conductive environments is one of the problems that students face during e-learning session, where the environment is quite noisy and dusty compared to physical class that makes students could not focus during that time. This may cause students feel disturbed during their e-learning process, and it could lead to mental problems. After that, mental problem also is one of the e-learning problems, where students tend to feel stress, depression, anxiety disorder, etc. This is because of the lack of motivation from people surrounding at home and unpleasant environment. This can lead students feel boring during e-learning session, and some students may fall asleep playing phone, etc. while their lecturer is still teaching. Students also had encountered technical problems during their e-learning, such as speaker and microphone suddenly are not functional during class. For example, the speaker suddenly lost its sound whenever the students are listening to their lecturer's explanation in class. This problem might be because of the software or the hardware of the component or both. Some students also had encountered platform problems where they are unable to access to their e-learning platforms such as Google Meet or Microsoft Teams. This may be because of the bad or slow internet connection, or the server of the e-learning platform was down at that time due to server maintenance. Other factor is that some students are still inexperienced when using the platform, so it will give difficulties to that student to connect to that e-learning platform. Lastly, there is some of the student who is encounter the electricity failure during their e-learning session. This may be because of heavy rain occurred that make their house went blackout, and this make that student could not attend online session due to no electricity at their house. Now I will pass to Dashini for further elaboration on social interaction and student opinion.
In this pie chart above, we can conclude that 80% of students responded agreed that they more prefer combination of both physical classes and online classes, and nobody want to have online classes only. This may be because of online classes itself might give benefit for short term and not for long term. For example, student can see lectures slide and hear their lectures voice more clearly in online classes rather than physical classes. This is because in physical classes there are some students who sit too behind in the classes, which will give them difficult to them to hear and see clearly what the lecturer is explaining about. But this is different for online classes, where everyone will give equal quality in terms of hearing or seeing. Besides that, physical classes will have more interaction between the lecturer and student, which can make the student easier to ask any question or clarification regarding what the lecturer is teaching about, rather than online classes where sometimes some students are shy to open their mic to ask questions, where the student will put their question in the chat room. The problem is sometimes the lecturers won't able to focus on the chat room because the lecturers themselves were focusing on teaching in the class. This explains why most of the students more prefers to have combination of physical and online classes, because each of them have their own benefit for the students. This pie chart shows the result of is e-learning give benefit to the student. From the survey, we can conclude that more than half students said yes. For example, the advantage of e-learning is we can refer to the lecturer recording at any time, and some students say no. This is because not all the students can have unlimited internet all the time, and they also won't have a suitable surrounding to study. Besides that, some students can't concentrate on the screen for too long. There are also some group of students are neutral. It always depends on a student's situation. Some students won't be able to have internet access all the time to attend online classes, and some students can't attend physical classes at the same time. So here are some suggestions by the student to adopt the new norm of e-learning. Get enough sleep, get a healthy lifestyle, well communicate with lecturer to increase understanding, try to make themselves more comfortable during e-learning session, learn from external resources such as YouTube or Google, focus during classes, try to self-discipline, try to get a better internet connection during the classes, be prepared before the classes, create chat room with the lecturer to maintain communication throughout the semester, try to explore online tools to help themselves to study.
At the end of our research, we can conclude that e-learning does affect student learning experience. As everyone know, COVID-19 virus did cause problem to the people health. And the governments are really focusing on solving these problems. This where our study come from, which we will let pupil and even the government knows that not only pupil health are affected during this pandemic, but also student education, which will affect their future. I hope this study will help government to plan their new ways to solve these problems and make e-learning become much more better and entertaining. Thank you for listening.